Well, hi there, Leo. Welcome to Pirate Readings. I am Lady J, and I appreciate you so much for coming out to be here. We're going to talk about April 7th through the 13th. That includes a full solar eclipse, so there will be some good, weird energies happening. Sometimes it'll be awesome, sometimes it'll be different. So, just kind of run a little loose and we'll be all right, right? We're going to see how that plays out in the cards before me. And, of course, these are the cards from the overview video. If you haven't seen that yet, you'll be able to find that in a previous section. Yep, when you click the links below, you'll find stuff. Okay, cool. Because I have whole groupings for all the different signs. So, excellent. I appreciate you being here. Let's go ahead and look at the cards, all right? So our first card we'll look at will be the Personal Truth Amazonite card. This is your stone for the month. I appreciate the fact that this is going to bring a lot of interesting information for you. You're going to begin to understand yourself in a new way. New things will come out that you hadn't seen before. You might even surprise yourself. New facets about yourself. Maybe you'll find it, ooh, I really like kids, or when you hadn't thought about having kids before, or vice versa. And that's okay. Everything is going to be great. All right? So these are the 3 cards from the overview video. This is a sampling of cards pre-programmed for you from the Alleyman's Tarot. Let's add them in and see what's coming up. All right. So this is cool. I don't read cards in reverse, so I'll be switching them around if they come out upside down. All right. So, excellent. Let's look at what we have here. So we have the waiting game. The waiting game is telling me that while you were making a lot of plans last week, you were super excited about getting started on some stuff, and yet now we're in a waiting game. We're like, okay, pause. It's just not time yet, okay? That Mercury retrograde is happening, so you may want to do this strategically. This might be a strategic pause to make sure that all the energies are in place so that you can have something set in stone really hard, okay? So just keep that in mind, and we will now look at the horizon. The horizon card is telling us that, interestingly enough, look at that. Does that not look like what would happen during an eclipse? I like that very much. So we're going to keep an eye on the horizon. Things are very interesting there. That's where day becomes night, night becomes day. Very cool. And for you, it'll be more around sunset and when it's dark and the light is coming, that will be more important to you. There could very well be some very interesting things happening for you personally during the eclipse. That brief little window could be very big for you. So I want you to pay attention to what's going on around you at that time. Watch your footing. Don't be running around out there. It could be could cause some tripping, okay? But more than that, there's an awakening. There's something going on that's going to be hard for you to see until that time, okay? So there may be a personal truth that comes out for you at that time. This is good. This is very good. The waiting is all in good. It's really good timing for that, okay? So you're waiting for this moment, and something will come out of this moment for you, and it will be very good for you, okay? The 3 of Pentacles speaks to how there's going to be a financial situation. People are talking about you in a financial way behind the scenes. You may not be aware of what's going on, as in no one may be calling you yet to tell you that they're thinking about you for something, but people have mentioned your name in circles, and they're thinking about hiring you for something, or bringing you on board for something, or investing in who you are, okay? So keep that in mind. That's nice. It hasn't come through, so don't make any big plans based on something that you don't know yet, okay? You need to get this information coming to you before you invest in it, okay? All right, don't spend money you don't have. That's it. This card here's where you're blocked this week. We're talking about choosing wisely. You have a lot of options, a lot of choices. This is a big deal. If you can't make a clean, clear choice right now, take a deep breath. Sit in the waiting game It's better and safer to be in the waiting game, collecting new information at that moment, than forging ahead in a hurry for nothing, right? We have the Two of Swords representing some fear that could be coming down the pike. Okay, so while we're dealing with fear, there's also something about it being reflected. So there's part of this is a reflection right here. That is reflecting into this water, which is super deep and interesting. So be aware that while things are happening, there are people may be reflecting their own fear on you, so that you have to take a deep breath and go, you're afraid for you, not for me. And I'm not afraid, so I'm going to keep, like somebody standing on the high dive, and the kid's mom runs up and says, hey. So yeah, so you're standing on the high dive, you're excited, you're ready to go, and your mom runs up going, oh God, I'm terrified for you. Blah. She had a bad experience. But you're not having that experience, and you're having a good time. So you should just jump and have a good time. Not worried so much about what other people's experiences are bringing up for them. So her fear, somebody else's fear, will be reflected upon you, and you need to recognize that it's not yours. It's not your fear. You don't have to worry about it. So let that go, and don't let it block you. Don't let somebody's reflected stuff block you. But do listen up. We have that Ace of Xylophones, or whatever that weird little thing is called. And know that this is letting you know that there's going to be some music in the air, some noise in the air that will be heralding information to you, maybe a warning for you. Let the music be the warning, right? You don't have to forge into it. You don't have to jump towards it. You don't have to come away from it. The music itself will be the warning, where you get, okay, is blocking you, but it might be a good block. So we're avoiding people's fears being projected onto us. We're avoiding this music. It could be the blaring of a horn. You know, someone's honking their horn, say, hey, get out of the way, man. And you want to. It's a good idea. So do that, and know that you don't have to make a choice right now when you're in the waiting game, all right? So do those things. This is good, because once you've done all the waiting and the pausing and the thinking and this could all be happening in a couple of days, right? And then positive movement forward happens, okay? So you're able to move forward finally. Something is finally dislodged. The paperwork is working. The dominoes are starting to fall. Everything is going really well. This is good news. We like that very much. I like that for you. You will need to let something go, all right? This is a death card. There's like 13 in this deck, so don't be alarmed. But it's also a really good sign that you've finished something. You're completely kaput. You're like, nope, I don't even need to worry about that anymore. I'm going to let that go so I can move forward over here. So the positive movement forward also means you're leaving something behind, which is a good thing. We like it when you leave stuff behind so you can travel light, okay? So we like that for you. Good job. Well done. And of course, the star is here saying the hardest work is over. You've gotten through the big heavy stuff. The heavy lifting is done. You've done all the really heavy work. You've done a lot of good stuff. Getting a hold of your personal truth. Excellent. Love that for you. And now you're moving forward. You are in a place where you can actually take a deep breath. Because all this time, all this extra stuff you're working on is you getting organized and plotting and planning your course. All right? So good job. Excellently done. You did most of all that plotting and planning and organizing back here. All right? But this is the whee! This is you flying down the height. Love that. You're going to slide right through. This is good news. Excellent stuff. All right? So good. With that being said, let's get a pocket full of rocks for you, all right? So here we go. We're going to go over there and get some rocks. Alrighty then. What do we have here? We have ruby. We have, angel, no. No. Mangano. Haha, pink calcite. Also mangano. Citrine, perfect. And a little pyrite. Awesome. So, in proper order, let's get there. Dun 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 dun. Okay. Citrine is here for your third chakra, and it's also here for manifestation. So you're going to be able to use citrine to bring about more manifestation in your direction. That's good news. But it's also going to help you clear up any emotional yahooziness that's blocking you from your old memories from moving forward in the universe. Okay, so that's good news. We like that very much. I can see that citrine would be working for you right here and here very nicely. And of course, right here, you're wanting to disavow everybody's reflections of themselves on you, right? All right. Mangano is like, it's the angel's kiss on your heart, all right? It really is such a beautiful stone. It's so soft and cuddly and fuzzy. It is a warm hug from the angels, all right? We want you to embrace that during your waiting game. We want you to embrace that right here. And we want to embrace that during your choice time or your not choice time, right? You're having a pause, but you can enjoy a hug while you're there, all right? This is ruby, and ruby is very much so a high heart stone. It's very purpley, which means that there's a little blue in it. So it speaks to how you verbalize. I'm going to say that it has some 6th chakra, letting you get the visions from above, right, in your 6th chakra through your 3rd eye. But it has the blue in it that helps you verbalize what you get. So like me, you would be getting information from up here and wanting to say it out loud. Good job. And it also has some higher heart in it also. But you have a lot going on with your heart just with Mangano in there. So I'm going to let that be between your 5th and 6th chakras, so you're seeing the greater vision and being able to share it. And I like that very much for you. It's beautiful and it's lovely. All right, nicely done, well verbalized, and you're protected. Pyrite is here to say that you are protected at this time. This is not going to be a scary time for you. You are in fact just doing your interpersonal truth growth thing, and that's wonderful news. Okay, cool. I'm going to go ahead and set these stones down right here, and you do not have to carry these stones if you don't want to. All right, they are there as a suggestion and a possible help to you through this week. But if you are carrying stones and they're different, let me know. Tell me what you got. I want to know. It's exciting to me. There's also going to be an opportunity for us to continue this conversation on Instagram and stuff, because I'm going to be posting a picture of these stones for you there with more information as I type it out and let you know what's happening there. I'm excited to expand my horizons on the platforms. They're all under Pirate Readings, so you can find me that way if you can't find me any other way. All right, cool. So once again, I will be talking to you about the 14th through the 20th next week, and I appreciate you so much, Leo. Thank you so much for being here. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you're enjoying what I'm bringing to you, and I will see you next week. All right, thank you.